I'll actually start recording this. So, yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. I have a little bit of experience kind of from the customer side of it, just from the beta testing that we did. But I guess once you're a coach, I'm going to go ahead and show you like the setup in the coach portal section if you haven't been in there yet. But, as a coach, like on the app, it's very similar to what the customers experience as well. So,
okay.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I think we're going to do our March like big challenge group in the app. So that'll be my first like real experience, but people seem to be really excited by it. And yeah, I think part of it is like, I have some people who are like, well, I'm not on Facebook, so I can't join any of your groups. And then other people are like, oh, it's blocked at work or whatever the case is. So like,
that's my big issue too. At the hospital, they block everything. So you can't get on any websites.
Anything. Yeah. So for that, I think it's going to be really, really good. But I'm going to go ahead and share the screen.
Okay.
And, I'm still figuring all of this stuff out. So I had just set up kind of a like test the first day that I could get into it. And then I had set up ours yesterday. So it's really, really easy to use. Basically, when you log in, you're just going to see this. And to make a new group, you just click that new group button, and it's going to walk you through all of this. So you can name it, pick a start date, the number of days you just type in. So if you want it to be 21 or 30 or however many, you just put it in there. You can't go back later and reduce the number of days, but you can add on to it. So like if you start a group and let's say like it's a 30-day group and then everybody's like really into it and they want to extend it, you can go and increase that. So you can say like take it from like 30 to like a 60-day group if people want to stick with it. And then in this challenge, like select a program. So if it's following a specific program, you can select it. And I think what's going to happen then is basically in the group, it's going to say like, oh, this is the workout you should be doing today. If you select multi-program, basically the customer, when they get set up with their stuff, they're going to pick which program they're doing. And I think I'm going to try running my free groups out of this too and just tell people to select like 21-day fix or like just pick something. Like it doesn't even really matter. But then you can also do Shakeology only ones. So like if you wanted to do like a 5-day or a 7-day Shakeology group, you could definitely do that too. And then they just don't have that workout thing. And it's pretty cool. They have the ultimate reset in there too. That would be a good one to do with a group. But yeah, so I've only done multi-program so far. But then you just basically like put a description in, and this is what people are going to see when you send that email or when they join. It's going to like, so you want to write something that's, exciting and wanting to make them join. And you can pick an image as well, like you had seen on mine. Here, I'll just put like random stuff in here and I can delete it. So yeah, then it basically just says your group's created. You can, this is stuff that you can set up here in your profile. Like, it might not let me do it right now, but yeah, so you can set it up and it's basically pulling out of the default of what you have in there. So you can just put your name, your email. You don't have to have a phone number, but if you want people to be able to contact you by phone or text, that you can put that in. You can put your image in, put your time zone in, because when you schedule posts, that's the time zone that it's going to be posting from. And then it basically takes you to this invite participants screen. So you can just add people an email address, add to list. So if we do like, So yeah, you just basically add people in there, and then when you're ready, you just say invite participants, and it's going to send an invite to everybody. I haven't done the bulk ad, but you can also, so like if you're, downloading a customer list or something, you can just upload that really fast. And you can customize clicking that button, you can customize the email that gets sent out to them. So you can change all of this, and then that's basically what you saw when when you got that email from me. So yeah, it's super simple. You can delete people out of it too. So I'm going to go back to my group so we can take a look in here. So yeah, I can see here the people who joined in. You can see your invitations. So this will show, you sent invitations. So that would let me add new people. So here you can see, if somebody like forgot their invite code, you can look up their invite code for them. You can resend the invitation email. You can see who accepted it, and all of that good stuff. You can see your participants, see what program they're doing and all of that. And then this is where you can check out. So like once the challenge gets going, you'll be able to check like, okay, they've only like done one workout and we're 2 weeks into the program. Like I better check in with them and see what's going on. So I think it's going to be really good, and that you can kind of keep tabs on people and see who is participating and who's not. Because something that I run into is I'll have people in the group and they're doing the workouts and doing all of that. I just don't know that because they're never posting. So I think just that they can click something real quick in the app to say that they have done their workout and they have drank their shake. Even if they don't want to type anything and post anything, I think it's going to really help us keep track of who needs the extra support, and all of that. So then you can basically go in here, and see, this is kind of like, as you would look on Facebook on your desktop. So, you can go in here as the coach and you can post to the group if you want. The one thing I'm not sure, I don't think that a customer can use a desktop to access it. And that's, I think that they have to be on the app. So that's one thing that, I don't know if they're planning on implementing that, but I think that would be helpful for people. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. But one other great thing is that you can basically, so rather than using like Hootsuite or like any of those other posters, like posting things, you can basically just get in here and add posts. So it's very much like Facebook or using like Hootsuite and some of those other things. So you can like, type up posts, click if you want to post now, schedule, save it as a draft if you want to come back to it later, add images, add videos. So that's awesome. You can still tag people the same way that you do on Facebook. So I love the fact that they integrated that in so that we can just go ahead and do that, and you can look at what your scheduled ones and look at your graph or your drafts. And then here too, they also provide a link to all of the challenge group guides. So if you do want to use them, you don't have to like go into your online office to get them. You can just go through here and say like, oh, I want to do like 3-day refresh daily coaching guide, and it's going to pull right up for you, and then you can just flip back and forth and schedule from there. So I love that they integrated that in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that is going to make things so much better. And just like, I'm not even entirely sure I knew that there was like a club coaching guide for people with the club membership. So, in the Shakeology one, I don't think I've ever looked at before. So, I really like that feature that they added in. Go away. There it goes. So Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be really, really easy to use. Oh, one other thing you can do is you can upload PDF files. So, like in the clean eating group, how I have like the shopping list and stuff like that, you can upload all of those files and they'll be available on their phone and on
Oh,
the
cool.
yeah, and it looks like it's a lot easier for them to find. I know that I have people, a lot of people don't know that that file section exists in groups on Facebook. So I think, this will be a lot easier for people to use and see that stuff is there. I also really like in the app how the first screen that you use, it basically, me see if I can pull it up for anybody who's watching the recording. So if it will focus on that. So the first screen, I haven't made any posts, but like if I go in here and let me add something real quick and see how real time it does it. So post now, let's see if it will update in here. But yeah, basically like this first screen that people come to is going to show all of the posts from you as the coach. And then if they want to go in and see what other people, okay, that didn't, oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, like the first screen is going to have everything that you as the coach post. And then you can go, the second tab on the screen is basically posts from, it defaults to post from everybody, but then they can select whether they want to see like the coach posts, my posts, everybody's posts. So that's going to be a lot more like a Facebook group interface. But I really like that, as a coach, when they first log in, it's almost like a pinned post on Facebook that, a lot of people don't see the pinned posts on the phone because it just says like view pinned post. And then too, just that you can, again, for those who haven't been in here, people can log all kinds of stuff. I don't know how well that's showing up, but you can, log your workout, your shake. It has measurement tracking, weight tracking, all kinds of different things in there that are going to allow people to really track their progress. I think it's going to be a lot like, kind of like a Fitbit or MyFitnessPal, where, people can really use it to track their overall fitness and not just like, oh, I did my workout today kind of thing. So, well, I think, do you have any questions, Jen, on anything?
No, it seems really simple to use and I love it. So I'm definitely excited to start using it in a challenge group.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see how things go with it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's good that it doesn't take that long to go over all of it because it is really intuitive and easy to use for everybody. So I'm gonna turn this screen share off. But yeah, I'm excited to get the first couple groups done with it and just see how everybody likes it. I know that one concern I had posted asking if everybody wanted to try it out for March, and the one concern I got, well, number one, they asked like, oh, is it really buggy? Which it's not. At least not that I've found so far. It went through extensive beta testing. So like I was in a trial of it this summer, like back in July, and it was really buggy then. And they actually like shut it down so nobody could get into it, and basically worked on fixing it for the last like 9 months. So that, and they took a lot of the feedback that people had given them, that the coaches had given them too. So, I think that they made it even more well-rounded, and really worked all the kinks out with it. The other question I got asked was about notifications, and they can go in there, like in the app, you can go in and look at the settings and you can turn on and off like all kinds of notifications too. So whether they're getting like push notifications to like the phone, those can go on and off, whether they're getting in-app notifications. So there's a list of probably like 10 to 12 different things that they can turn on and off. So it's not going to be, I mean, if they want it to like bug them all day long, they can have it do that, but they can also turn it off too, kind of like with Facebook, how you can customize what notifications you're getting. So
cool. Yeah, I got my reminder for my Shakeology this morning.
oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of personally like those daily reminders.
Yeah.
And I think they will help people, but you can turn on and off whether you want to like get notified when somebody posts or whether your coach posts and, all kinds of stuff like that. So
awesome.
yeah, if people ask that, those are the questions that I've gotten so far anyway. So
all right. Well, cool. I'm excited.
yeah, me too. Okay.